Welcome to A Fathered Home, a podcast from Faith and Flow, where heaven meets moms in the real world. I'm Marlies, and every week we spend just a few minutes together discovering practical, faith-filled encouragement to help you renew your mind, strengthen your heart, and walk a little closer with God. Let's dive right in. Personifying your emotional things is so powerful. So this doesn't only have to be emotional things though. I'm first going to explain to you how you do this and then why you do this. So what you can personify is anything you can make into a person. For example, I myself have these in my mind: my higher self, my shadow self, money, my business, and then I have this really deep dark thing that happened to me that I have now personified as well. And I'm going to tell you the advantages of this now, just to give you an idea. The higher self is my best version of myself that I can possibly be. So this is a whole character, and the moment you go sit down, hands on heart, or you can, whatever meditation you would like. I like the hand on the heart. You can really tap into who is this spiritual being inside, living inside this body that has only love, that has only gratitude, that doesn't have the mindset that has been influenced by the world, that can do anything. That kind of person. What does she look like? Is she a warrior? Is she like a Greek goddess? What is that person? Who is that person? And does she have long hair? Or what does her clothes look like? How does she carry herself? And you know, the moment you can personify your highest self, your perfect self, then you can start a conversation with her and start speaking to her. The shadow self is the one that we hide from people, staying in the shadow. So that is, for example, the things that you are embarrassed about, the things you don't want other people to know about you, to see about you. And for me, this character has more like hair hanging over her face, hiding the hair, hiding the face, you know, darker clothes, kind of in the shadow, shoulders drawn, not a straight back. It's that kind of character that I see when I think of my shadow self. Your shadow self, the powerful work with the shadow self is, for example, if you like confidence, speaking on a stage, then that will come from your shadow self, not from your higher self. So anything that's disempowering will come from your shadow self. And having a conversation with your shadow self. And then why? Because me as my body and mind working together, this me that I am here, can you explain to me why you are feeling this way, shadow self? Because I don't want that. But clearly you are there. So this fear or limiting belief, whatever it is that is coming from your shadow self, and then you can actually chat with her and talk it out. And you know, the benefits of that is just finding peace. And okay, so maybe there was a moment a long time ago that you were embarrassed by something, whatever it was, or an event happened and there was, you know, trauma around that event, and she's carrying that. And the moment that you can personify her and speak to her, then you can bring that to the light and actually deal with it. Okay, so money is another one for me because I have my own business, and I separated these two things. I have my business as a person and money as a person. And I can go chat to money and say, money, I love you. Come into my life, you know. So make it really personal. And this money me, this money character is always providing. So instead of maybe looking at things from a point of lack, I can immediately address this money character and say, thank you for always providing. She's real there in my mind. So it's not a person of lack, but abundance rather. And with business was an interesting one for me. So your mind, my mind, whatever comes up for you is it's really interesting to go and to sit down with your things that you want to create characters with. Really see who they are. Because I have done this, it's not that I haven't been doing this for very long, it's a recent kind of thing. And so my business, the first impression that I used to want to make in the past is a really calming effect. That's why I have the calming colors and a safe place, a mature place for moms. But then the moment I went and sat with my business character, she was this funky pink and orange, kind of pink, orange, yellow, you know, that Candyland kind of 60s, 70s vibe with curly hair and pink curly hair. It was a completely different character from what I thought I wanted my business to have. And the moment that I met her, that I created her, and that she came to the front, it was like, but this is cooler. This is what I want. So it's also a place of inspiration, which is why I will be changing my business colors again as well, because I want to tap into the fun of it, because motherhood is fun, and what we do is motherhood and self, and that should be fun and you know, uplifting, and not just calm and relaxed, but also the fun side of it. So it's very inspirational to go and sit with these characters that you create and have a look. How do they look? How do you see them? And it's something that will come to mind immediately if you really tap into meditation and you go, my intention is to create a money character or a business character. You will immediately start seeing a person, and then you can add to the person. You can add clothes to the person or a necklace or whatever, but everything that you create is coming from your intuition. And that is the great part about this, the inspiration that you'll find with creating characters. So the deep dark thing that I mentioned earlier, this is something that happened such a long time ago. And I only discovered it like 2 weeks ago, that it was still stuck in my subconscious mind, which is how it works. But now it's a character. Now I can go and say, you know what? This is traumatizing for me, and I don't want this anymore. And as I speak to this character, this situation, the trauma that happened, I can start seeing light around the character. I can start adding light to the character. I can go, you know what? I don't want you this dark black cloud that I'm seeing right now that is the character. I would rather put some sunshine into it, and let's deal with this trauma and create a new character, change the character, and thereby dealing with your trauma. Because remember, trauma is only a thought. Trauma is only a thought. Remember this. It is, yes, we feel the emotional trauma, right? We say it's emotional trauma. Something happened in your past and you have to deal with the emotional trauma. But every single emotion comes from a thought. It's a thought. It's that character inside your mind that is telling you things that are creating these thoughts. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. This thing happened and therefore I'm not worthy enough or good enough. I'm just a little girl, whatever, you know, I'm not worthy of speaking, of having a voice. So if you can get to that character, then you will find what the character is actually saying to you and what it is meaning to you and how it is impacting your emotions. So this is a very powerful way of dealing with emotional trauma. A very powerful thing, very powerful, is the Ho'oponopono, that you can speak to that character, because remember, they're all a part of you. If you are lacking money, Ho'oponopono the money character and just say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. And keep doing that, keep saying that to this dark character of yours, and I promise you, it will become lighter. You will feel lighter. You will make peace with this part of you, even your shadow self, that you've never been able to find peace with before. This is a very powerful way for the good and the bad stuff. The business is a good thing. The thing that happened is a bad thing. The shadow self is a bad thing. So whether it's good or bad, you can find peace. You can find inspiration. You can speak to these characters and make them real in your mind and carry them with you. And as you carry them with you, you can change them as you would like, because they're your creations. And that is what your thoughts, it's your creations. Every thought that maybe from an external event that happened became a thought in your mind, a traumatic thought in your mind, but now you can create a new one. You can change it. So this is a very easy exercise as well. And this is not only a once-off thing for me. I really do carry these people with me in my mind. I find it so helpful and so personal that I can now really speak to my emotions and speak to my trauma and speak to my business. So really go sit and try this, and go back to the previous videos and see how you can use the techniques that I've already discussed to use with this. The tapping, the Ho'oponopono that we did, meditation. We're going to do a lot of more meditation videos as well. Okay, so go try this, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. If this episode encouraged you and you'd like to continue your journey, you'll find faith-filled journals, Bible studies, guided resources, and more at the Faith and Flow shop. And if you're a mom rebuilding after divorce and would like personal support, I'd love to invite you to book a free clarity session with me. You'll find all the links down below in the show notes. Until next time, keep flowing with faith, and may your home always be fathered by His presence.